Welcome to Unit 7, Level 2 Video Notes, Part 1. We're going to just practice rounding in this Part 1 video, and if you feel good about it from Level 1, go ahead and start your assignment with the rounding. So for this example, we're going to round this number to the following spots, to the nearest tenths, thousands, hundred thousands, units, and thousandths. So for this number, we have ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s. And over here, we have tenths, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. So we would read this as 863,294 and 4,788 10,000s. Let's round our number to the tenths place. And that is one spot after the decimal. And we're going to look to the right of that number. If it's 5 or above, we're going to add 1 to that 4. And if it's 4 or below, we're going to keep that 4 the same. So look to the right. 7 is above 5, so I'm going to add 1 to this 4. And if I rewrite the number, I need all the numbers prior to it, 863,294 and 5/10. We don't need the zeros after it because this would be 5,000 10,000s, and we just need it to the nearest tenth. So I would stop it at the tenth and just say and 5/10. Rounding to the nearest thousands. So that is here. It's to the left of the decimal. Let's round to the nearest thousand, which is to the left of the decimal. And that number is right here. So I'm going to look to the right, 5 or above. I'm going to add 1. Since it's 4 or below, I'm going to leave that a 3. So I still need everything before it because I need this to be in the thousand spot. So 863,000, well, it's not 1,000 without those zeros. You don't need any spots after the decimal because they're just extra zeros. So there's 863,000 is this number rounded to the nearest thousand. Letter C is to the nearest 100,000. All right, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spots before the decimal, which is the 8. Look to the right. That is 5 or above, so instead of being 800,000, I need to bump that up to a 9, and then I need placeholders so that the 9 is in the 100,000 spots and not just 9. That's not this number rounded. 900,000 is that rounded to the nearest 100,000. Rounding to the units place is making it a whole number, so no decimal. So the nearest person or the nearest gallon. So the units place is in the ones position. So I want to round this to the 1. So I'm going to look to the right, 5 or above, and it's not, so I'm not going to bump that up to a 5. I need everything before it, so it's still a number in the 800,000s. And then 294, we're going to leave that 4 the same. And we don't need the decimal or those zeros because that's still 863,294. So that's the nearest unit. Let's round to the nearest thousandths. There's that THS. So we have tenths, hundredths, thousandths. So that's 3 spots to the right of the decimal. And I'm going to look to the right of that, 5 or above, and it is. So I'm going to shove that up to a 9. So I still need everything before it, 863,294 and 479 thousandths, because it's in that position.